Hello, fellow YouTubers! Today, I'm going to show you this Poly SoundStation 2WEX wireless DECT 6.0 1.9 gigahertz conference phone. Please enjoy the video. Now, I'm going to start off with this cover thing here on the top here, which is just like any other conference phone that is shaped like that. Now, you do have these three triangular lights right here that is on all three corners here. Now, this aligns with these speakers on all three corners here. Now, this is similar to their SoundStation IP series telephones. Now, you do have these buttons here. This is like a section button, a back button, an up and down button set, a checkmark button, a calling button, a three-way conferencing button, three triangular buttons, a dial pad, volume up and down buttons, a microphone off button, and then you do have a screen here that I'll go through these different things here. You have settings here. So if you go through settings, it is backlight, language, ringer type, contrast, aux audio out, and that's it. Now for IP mode, it's just on or off. And then the phone book, you can put different people on there. So suppose like this is my family members and friends and whatnot. This phone here has location number, system information, registration info, and that's it. And then bridge setup is enter phone number and edit soft key. Now, admin setup is just location, phone system, passcode, diagnostics, software upgrade, registration, and that's it. Then you go through location, it's just location and this phone number. Then phone system is just caller ID, audible alerts, flash timing, infinite DTMF, and that's it. And then passcode, you don't need to put one in there. Diagnostics is microphone test, console speaker test, restore default, reboot phone, and that's it. Then you go through things like microphone test, it just has microphone levels 1 to 3, and they're the same exact thing. And then console speaker test is just sine sweep, 1 kilohertz tone, and white noise. And then if you actually go through restore defaults, you don't want to do that. Oops. And then reboot phone is actually telling you if you want to restart the phone and whatnot. Software upgrade, there's actually a thing there that says to connect the USB and then press start. Registration is actually just telling you if you want to register the base. And then you go through another thing that you can do is settings. So for example, it's backlight, or I did that already. IP mode, well, we already did that. Then this is actually the bridge setup, we already did that stuff. Now on the sides here, there's actually two microphone ports. Now, like I said, this is the EX version, expandable model. And then on the side here, there's actually a port here for like a telephone. So if you want to do like, you know, like music on hold, you can do stuff like that. There is a 12-volt plug here that's actually designed for the so-called SoundStation 2WEX telephone cord. Now, on the bottom here, there's like a sticker on the bottom here. Supposedly, it has the SoundStation 2W information, which is part number 2201-678-00160. See user's guide for instructions. Caution, caution, indoor use only. Use with supply battery power module. And then it says things like, this device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules. Operation is subject to the following two conditions. Number one, this device may not cause harmful interference. And number two, this device must accept any interference received, including that which may cause undesired operation. patent pending in USA and other countries. And then it says here, this Class B digital something complies with Canadian ICES 003. And then it has things like TRA, and then registered number 0018394/09, dealer number 0017133/9, or sorry, 09, I'm sorry. And then it has the IC number 1849C SS2WD6 US 2HWW4 108 SS2W FCCID M72 SS2WD6. Then it says things like UL listed, and then it has things like this number here saying E170690. Then it has the Poly logo. I don't know what that number 20 is. I don't know what that other one must be. Okay, so it says here 166867802 revision F. And then it says here, saying here, serial number AA0A 151079E99, made in China. There's also this here Ambit, and it says things like 2015, 0306 0A 09096 0499 3531. And then it says things like the ROHS stuff, which is pretty nice. Now, the base here actually has lights like power and phone. There was also a paging button here, which is actually pretty nice. Now, the grill here is actually just a standard, like, it has the lines like, it has the lines that look like the Mercedes-Benz logo. And this came out in the days after that Daimler Chrysler thing ended. And I don't know if the Daimler Chrysler thing is still around today. Now, there is a port on the side here that's actually for an aux port. It's not like the 3.5mm aux port that you see on computers and whatnot. There's a power port here and a regular RJ11 phone jack. And then under here is the part number 2201-67810-160. See user's guide for instructions. Caution, indoor use only. For use only with SS2W console. And then it says warning hazardous. Voltages only. Do not remove cover. No user serviceable parts inside. And then it says this device complies with part 15. I'm not going to say that stuff again. Then it says here, IC number 1849C SS2WD6. And then US number is 2HWW4 108 SS2W. FCCID number M72 SS2WD6. Then it has a serial number on the bottom here saying AA0A15198 BCA1 revision H. And then it says here, and then it says a address saying 270 Beth Road, Slavbergenshire, United Kingdom. And then it has a European thing there. It's actually a postage number. So, for example, like SL14DX UK. I'm not going to even say this, but it says 270 Bath Road, Slavbergenshire, SL14DX, United Kingdom. There are these things under here that actually are designed to mount on a wall. Speaking of those mounting holes, I should probably mention them on the bottom here. The console itself also has that, which is actually nice. And plus you do have the speakers on the side here with these triangular lights right here, the speaker on the center here, the microphone ports on both sides with that 2.5 millimeter jack right there, the section button, the back button, the up and down buttons, the check mark button, the calling button, the three-way conference button there, the dial pad here, the volume up and down buttons, the microphone off button. You also do have the SoundStation 2W logo there with the Poly logo on both the bass and the console itself. That's it for now. Bye-bye.